From the bottle of this fragrance, I'm guessing they were trying to mimic LIBRE by YSL. They tried to get there, but they were not able to get there. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bella and this is Bella's Perfume Diaries. If this is your first time of stumbling on this channel, Perfume Diaries is a series where we talk about perfumes, a sprinkle of beauty and lifestyle. So if this is the kind of content you like, please click that subscribe button and join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in once again. On today's episode, I'm going to be rating designer dupes from your favorite designer dupe companies. So I have fragrances from Fragrance World, Pendora scents, Esentia. So I'm going to be brutally honest in this video. You just have to keep it in mind that it is my own personal opinion. So I'm going to be starting with my worst to my best. Without wasting much time, let's jump right into the video. The first one I'll be starting with is Avanti for Her. I actually love the bottle of this fragrance. I love the packaging, but then this fragrance is a huge disappointment. I felt this fragrance was duping PRADA FEMME Intense because it has the same bottle color and everything, but guys, I don't know if this was the intention of this company to make this fragrance smell like this. This fragrance smells like a fresh leather scent and it doesn't smell feminine. It doesn't smell anything close to what Prada La Femme smells like. I feel like the bottle was misleading to a lot of people, especially to me. But if you're into fresh leathery scents, you might love this. But this is just not my jam. So I'm rating this fragrance a 3. So that is Avanti for Her, Baron de Belle Fleur. The next one I'll be talking about is LIBRE. From the bottle of this fragrance, I'm guessing they were trying to mimic LIBRE by YSL. They actually tried a little with the bottle. If I'm being honest, I think they tried with this fragrance. They kind of got that LIBRE DNA. So you smell that lavender vanilla that LIBRE has, and then you smell sweetness in this fragrance. But then my problem with this fragrance is that 2 seconds, everything is gone. I have tried a very good dupe for YSL LIBRE. I'm going to put the picture of the fragrance here. So that fragrance is like a very good dupe. It lasts long, it smells like LIBRE hands down. But this one, they tried to get there, but they were not able to get there. I'm going to rate it a 5 because they tried to get there. So that's LIBRE by Esentia. Next one I'll be talking about is Ungracious by Fragrance World. This fragrance is supposed to be duping Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. I have to give it to them that they tried with the bottle. They got like the bottle of Mon Guerlain hands down. They kind of came very close to Mon Guerlain. It has that Mon Guerlain lavender vanilla combo with the sweetness, but I feel like this one has more sweetness than the OG Mon Guerlain. It has this wine quality in the fragrance that I don't think Mon Guerlain has. I feel like this fragrance will give you 4 hours. I feel that it is a good dupe. If I'm going to rate this, I'll rate this 6.5. So that is Ungracious by Fragrance World. The next one I'll be talking about is Suspenso Intense Pour Home by Fragrance World. Following the trend, Fragrance World really does amazing with their bottles, first of all, and they kind of come very close to the actual smell of the original perfume. So this fragrance is supposed to be duping Dolce & Gabbana Intenso. This smells like a fresh masculine blue fragrance, which is something that is unexpected of this fragrance because it's a dark bottle, so you expect a dark fragrance. I don't think I've tried Intenso by Dolce & Gabbana before, but if you have tried Intenso by Dolce & Gabbana before, please let me know in the comments what it smells like. Does it have oud in it? Because this one doesn't have oud in it. If I'm rating this fragrance, I would rate it 5. So that is Suspenso Intense Pour Home by Fragrance World. The next one I'll be doing is Enchantment Blue Intense by Pendora Scents Eau de Parfum. I've tried some Pendora scents before, and the house is trying with duping designer fragrances. So this is supposed to be a dupe for Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. I have Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, not the Intense, but I heard that the Intense version has like added apple notes in the regular fresh clean scent that the OG Light Blue has. This is really beautiful. I smell this fresh lemon or orange at the top that gives it this brightness in the fragrance. It's a beautiful fresh scent. It smells very similar to my Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I don't know about the Intense. I'm not really smelling the apple notes that they said the Intense has. I feel like this is a very good dupe. If you want to know what Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue smells like, you should get this. So if I'm rating this fragrance, I'm going to rate it a 6. So that's Enchantment Blue Intense by Pendora scent. Next one I'll be talking about is Flora Ambrosia or Ambrosia by Maison Alhambra. So this fragrance is supposed to be a replica of Gucci Bloom, I think the Intense version. So this fragrance smells like a bouquet of flowers. It has this intensity in the fragrance that makes it like smell very deep. Overall, I feel like this is a very good dupe of Gucci Bloom because it has that Gucci Bloom DNA, and I feel that longevity on this would be amazing because the projection already on the fragrance is filling up the whole room. Most of these designer dupes are not pricey. You will see them for like 5k, 6k, highest 8k. So if I'm rating this fragrance, I'm going to rate it a 6.5. So that is Floral Ambrosia by Maison Alhambra. Next one I'll be talking about is She Passionate by Pendora scent. I don't even need to tell you already. I'm sure you know. This fragrance is supposed to be duping C ARMANI Passione. So let's know if it's actually a dupe because I am a huge fan of that fragrance. So I would know if this fragrance is a good dupe or a flop. I love the atomizer on this fragrance. Just look at how beautiful it comes out. Yes, definitely they hit it. They got it right. This is what C Passione smells like, hands down. It is an exact dupe of C Passione, but I don't know what longevity would be like. I feel like this fragrance would carry you for like, let's say 4 hours on your clothes. If I'm rating this fragrance, I'll rate it a 7. So that's She Passionate by Pendora scent. Next one I'll be talking about is Scandal. Okay, this one is Scandant by Fragrance World. I'm sure everybody has tried this fragrance at this point. So this fragrance is supposed to be duping Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier. This is such a sweet, beautiful fragrance. They got it hands down. This fragrance is going to last you for minimum of 8 hours. It is such an amazing dupe, like really worth your coins. So if I'm rating this fragrance, I would rate it 8. So that's Scandant by Fragrance World. Following it up is its sister, Scandant by Night. So this is duping Scandal by Night by Jean Paul Gaultier, still from the house of Fragrance World. This one is supposed to have like a creamy note in the dry down. Definitely I smell that creamy note in the dry down, and this ones I would highly recommend if you love Scandal or Scandal by Night by Jean Paul Gaultier. These two dupes are perfect, and the longevity on this would give you minimum of 8 hours, tested and trusted. So that's Scandant and Scandant by Night from Fragrance World. Another one I'll be talking about is Ideal Intense for Women by Fragrance World. So this is supposed to be a dupe for Idole Intense by Lancôme. It's supposed to be a sweet pear fragrance with musk in it. I love this, but I love the OG more, which I'm going to be talking about next. I love the bottle of this. They literally put glitters like all over the bottle of the fragrance. It's the bottle for me. Next is Ideal de Parfum for Women by Fragrance World. So this one is supposed to be the OG Idole by Lancôme. Wow, this one is so pretty. So this one is like a fresh pear. Like the pear is so dominant in this fragrance that it feels like a realistic pear fragrance. It's so refreshing. It has like a little bit of sweetness, but not as sweet as the intense version. This one is so beautiful. I love the bottle as well. It's very similar to the Idole bottle, except that this one is fatter and the Idole bottle is slim. But this is such a beautiful, amazing take on Idole by Lancôme. Longevity on this would give you 6 hours, which is really amazing. This one is like one of my favorites out of all of them. And if you are looking for a dupe for Idole or Idole Intense by Lancôme, get your hands on Ideal or Ideal Intense. If I'm rating these fragrances, I'll rate them an 8. Another one I'll be talking about, which is very common, I'm sure everybody knows about this one at this point, and that is Dole's Pour Femme by Fragrance World. So can you guess what this fragrance is duping? This fragrance is duping Decadence by Marc Jacobs. They kind of got the tassel that Decadence has. Decadence is like one of those fragrances that have the prettiest bottle. The bottle comes in a purse, like a green purse with gold accessories. So this one, like, they tried to mimic that bottle, and you know, they did the little that they could. So I'm not really a fan of that Decadence fragrance. It smells like a green, creamy, sexy fragrance. It's really amazing and just perfect for a girl that loves to smell outstanding, loves to smell sexy, and loves to smell very classy. So I would say that this fragrance lasts for minimum of 8 hours. It really has a great longevity on this. So if you've been eyeing Decadence and you've not been able to get it, try Dole's Pour Femme. This is an amazing dupe for that fragrance. If I'm rating this fragrance, I would rate it a 7.5, just because I'm not a fan of Decadence. But it's a beautiful scent either ways. I feel that if you pair this fragrance with this, if you pair Dole's with Ideal, you will create magic. Especially if you are like me that doesn't love Decadence, try pairing it with this fragrance and you are absolutely going to love it. What I'll be talking about is Esentia La Femme Classique. This perfume is just a beautiful classic scent. This fragrance is duping Classique Intense by Jean Paul Gaultier. It has this beautiful creamy white floral fragrance that kind of smells vintage, but is very classy and really amazing. First of all, the bottle, like the way they got the bottle of this fragrance exactly the same way Classique looks is just mind-blowing. I absolutely love this one. It's an ultra feminine fragrance. This one gives you minimum of 6 hours on your clothes. It's really long lasting and it's really strong, so you might really want to go easy on the trigger of this because it's really strong. If I'm rating this, I'll rate this an 8.5 because the bottle, the fragrance, the longevity, this one just ticks everything for me. Even though I'm not really a fan of white floral fragrances, but I love this. I actually have the OG fragrance. I compared both. I even gave it to somebody to smell it to see if there's any difference, and they were like, it's the same perfume now. And I think this fragrance goes for like 8 to 10k, so it's really affordable and it's such a great buy if you want to know what classic smells like. Get your hands on La Femme Classique by Esentia de Flores. Another one I'll be talking about is Your Way by Fragrance World. So this one is supposed to be duping My Way by Giorgio Armani. They got the bottle right, like very similar, and the bottle too, except that this bottle is longer than My Way. This is such a beautiful fragrance. It's like a fresh floral fragrance, very airy, very energizing, such a beautiful fresh floral fragrance, and they got it right. I have smelled a sample of My Way by Giorgio Armani. I also have the My Way Intense in my collection, so I know what My Way smells like, and spot on, the same thing. This fragrance will give you like 3 to 4 hours on your clothes. So if you love My Way and you want to know what it smells like, get your hands on Your Way by Fragrance World. If I'm rating this, I'll give this a 7. It's such a beautiful fragrance. Next one I'll be talking about is my Glamour EDP by Pendora scent. So this is another dupe for GUERLAIN. I feel like I prefer this to the previous one that I mentioned. This one is really strong, it's really deep, it has that vanilla, and I get the whiffs of lavender as well. But if you want to have like that GUERLAIN bottle feel, then you can go for the Mongracious. But this one is deeper, it has more character in the fragrance. It's an amazing alternative to GUERLAIN. If I'm rating this, I'll rate this 8.5. So that's Glamour EDP by Pendora. Another one I'll be talking about is Lady Friendly Extreme by Fragrance World. So this fragrance is set to be duping Lady Million Extreme by Paco Rabanne. I love the bottle. I love the bottle of this fragrance. So this fragrance is like a creamy, sweet, beautiful fragrance. The creamy notes is like the most prominent notes in this fragrance. It's really amazing. It's such a beautiful alternative to Lady Million Extreme. So if you want to know what Lady Million Extreme smells like, get your hands on Lady Friendly Extreme. So if I'm rating this fragrance, I'll rate it a 6, just because I love the bottle and I love the fragrance. That is Lady Friendly Extreme by Fragrance World. Now to my top 2. Second to the last is Classy Chic Girl Lumiere by Fragrance World. It's the bottle for me. So this fragrance is supposed to be duping Good Girl Lumiere by Carolina Herrera. So not the OG Good Girl, this is the Lumiere. But this one has that typical Good Girl smell with the bitter almond, the tonka bean in the fragrance, and then I feel that this has a little bit of vanilla in it, so it smells very inviting, very intoxicating. It's such an amazing alternative. So this fragrance comes in the Lumiere, it comes in the OG, and it also comes in the Very Good Girl, but they don't name it Good Girl. I think they name it Classy Chic Girl. I decided to get this particular one because I don't have this one in my collection. I have Good Girl and Very Good Girl, but I don't have the Lumiere. So I wanted to know what Lumiere smells like. That's why I decided to get the Classy Chic Girl Lumiere by Fragrance World, and I'm in love with it. Like, it's such a beautiful, girly, feminine, sexy fragrance with an added vanilla and creaminess in the dry down. Such an amazing scent. This is like my second favorite out of this haul. If I'm rating this fragrance, I would rate it an 8.5. So my favorite from this whole collection is Ophelia Legend by Fragrance World. This fragrance is so beautiful. It's like a dream girl fragrance. It's such an intoxicating, sexy, yummy, inviting fragrance. This fragrance is duping Olympea Legend by Paco Rabanne. It has this vanilla in it. It has this sweetness as well. It smells very yummy. It smells very sexy, very inviting, very cozy, like a cuddly, beautiful, sexy date night fragrance. If I'm rating this fragrance, I'm going to rate it a 9.5. It lasts really long and it projects into the air. It would intoxicate a lot of people that would smell this on you. If you want to know what Olympea Legend smells like, get your hands on Ophelia Legend by Fragrance World. It's just really amazing that most of these dupe companies are really trying with designer dupes and niche dupes. I did a review on niche fragrance dupes from most of these dupe companies. I'm going to link the video up here so you can go ahead and binge watch. I mentioned a lot of beautiful gems in that video. Most of these fragrance dupes are really trying with their fragrances. Some are just being unreasonable because they would give you fragrances that after 2 seconds it is gone, in the disguise of this smells like your favorite designer fragrance, and then you rush and buy it and it's just a waste of money. But I have mentioned the ones that are worth your coins and the ones that you should stay away from. I've actually tried some dupes that I decluttered a long time ago. Canal something, I'm going to put a picture up here, was a very good dupe for Coco Mademoiselle. You should really try that. If you want to know what Coco Mademoiselle smells like, try that perfume. It is amazing. So if you have more dupes, please let me know in the comments section. Share your thoughts in the comment section as well. I'd love to connect with you in the comments. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of this video. Don't forget to like this video, share this video with your friends, comment in the comment section, and subscribe if you have not. At this point, you should have subscribed. I don't know why you haven't subscribed yet. So thank you guys for tuning into Bella's Perfume Diaries. I'll be seeing you on my next episode. Bye.